Welcome to the YouTube channel, Coaching Chief for Structured Physics Lessons. Today we are going to look at a very important concept. Let's assume you're having a knife which is blunt. You'd like to use it to cut something, assuming you're cooking something at home. Would it work for you? Oh no. How about if there is a sharp knife? You want to cut some onions or let's say some ingredients at home, you want to cook something. Of course, you would prefer a sharp knife over a blunt knife. Would tractors, caterpillars have big wheels, wide wheels at the base? Is that a coincidence? No. In all these two aspects, let's try to examine them carefully. When you're using the knife, hopefully you're trying to cut something. And in that situation, you're applying some force and the knife is applying some force. The knife is coming into contact with what you're trying to cut. If you're trying to cut some onions, the knife is possibly coming into contact with the onions. How about the tractors? If you're using these tractors to cultivate the garden, to clear the garden, we hopefully know that the wheels are coming into contact with the ground. We know that the wheels are exerting their weight on the ground. So in all the two scenarios, we are having a force. We're having a force being involved. When you're cutting something using your knife, you're applying some force. When the wheels are moving on the ground, the wheels are exerting their weight on the ground, which is a force. And then there is contact. So now here is the question. How much contact area is exposed to the force? How much of the surface is in contact with the force? Now that is answered by the concept called pressure. Pressure is how much the force is concentrated on a given surface. If we apply some force, how much of that force would be concentrated in a unit area? And the SI unit of pressure is pascals, or which is newtons per meter squared. How does it come? The SI unit of force is newtons and the SI unit of area is meters squared. So that is newtons over meters squared. You get newtons per meter squared. So pressure is how much force we are going to concentrate. And if the area is very small, so we are going to concentrate much of the force in a very small area. So we expect to have a very big impact because we are concentrating a big amount of force in just a very small portion. Take it like a room. If a room is very small and then we are having 100 people, if 100 people are going to be concentrated in this room, then this concentration is going to be very high in just a smaller room. How about if the room is very big? The 100 people are going to be less spread in the room, less impact. Smaller area, greater impact. Why? We are concentrating more force in just a small area. Large area, smaller force. So I'm assuming the person has a weight of 600 newtons and the area of 0.04 meters squared. What is the pressure? Get the person's weight, which is a force, divided by the area. So we have seen this concept apply in different situations in physics and in engineering applications. You've seen wide tires, as just I have explained. In gardens, tractors possess those wide tires literally to reduce the pressure. You've seen when they're constructing large buildings, we always make sure that the base is very wide. Why? To provide a foundation support to these buildings by having to minimize the pressure as much as we can. What do we take from this lesson? The pressure is always proportional to the force. The more force, the more the pressure. But then the more the force, the more the area, the less the pressure. So pressure depends on this area and the force. Large force, large pressure. Small areas, large pressure. Think about it. Why would a person pierced with a needle feel more pain than a person pierced with a knife? You can comment in the comment sections below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.